Welcome back to The Hill. A shock in the sports world and the PGA Tour and its former rival, LIV Golf, striking a historic deal to merge, and with it, ending golf's multi-year turf war. However, the deal is facing heavy criticism from players and politicians as it involves financial backing from Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. Joining us now with the details behind the merger is Brenden Quinn. He is a senior golf writer at The Athletic. Before continuing, want to note, Nexstar Media Group, the owner of NewsNation, is the majority owner of the CW network, currently airing 2023 LIV Golf tournaments this season. Brenden, thanks for joining us. I know you follow this thing day in and day out. It seems like everyone was surprised with this. Based on your reporting here over the last 24 hours, what in the world happened?
That's a big question. Really, in reality, all of this happened over the last 7 weeks. How such a clandestine, meeting between two sides that were just in battling daily for well over a year, closer to 2 years, how they came to a common ground in over 7 weeks with nobody knowing is still really the story that needs to kind of be told here with more reporting and whatnot. But when it was announced yesterday, nobody was ready for it. A couple people were given a tip that it was coming in terms of guys like Rory McIlroy learned at 6:30 in the morning. He was the forward-facing personality from the PGA Tour in this year-long fight. And he found out at 6:30 in the morning, and the announcement came at 9:30 or 10. Tiger Woods found out at the last moment. This was incredibly hush hush and caught everyone kind of just blindsided.
Yeah, we're here in Washington, and lawmakers, you're talking about golf, very popular sport. Lawmakers are weighing in on this. We can put up some of the tweets on the screen real quick. Do you have a sense from folks that you're talking to that they're worried that maybe D.C. might get involved here in one way or another, whether it's Congress wanting to know what happened with this deal or the Department of Justice getting involved? What are you hearing on that front?
Yeah, I think the PGA Tour is pretty much already preparing itself for DOJ being, looking at antitrust. If there are antitrust problems, the PGA Tour was already in an ongoing lawsuit against or facing LIV, LIV's claims of antitrust violations, and that had been ongoing. And the PGA Tour was, by all accounts, winning that fight, but that had been ongoing. So now that would kind of raise the question of, well, if there were questions of if that was antitrust before, how would those two coming together not be even a greater potential antitrust violation?
May doesn't think so, though, right? I mean, maybe we were just talking about this. You don't think there's potential antitrust?
Well, no, all of these professional sports are antitrust violations. The NFL, the NBA. So professional sports have always gotten a pass, and I don't see that there's any reason for them to get a pass now. Of course, it was different because here you had LIV actually trying to launch a lawsuit. But my question really is, what did the players of the PGA think was going to happen? I really want to know, because after Brooks Koepka won the PGA Championship, I thought it was inevitable that there was going to be this merger. So is the anger more that they weren't informed? But what was their alternative? What did they think was going to happen?
Brenden?
So I think a lot of the anger comes from the fact that the tour players were told to stay loyal. They were told, we're in this together. We will beat LIV. We will come out as, the premier professional golf league. Well, then they find out that this had been negotiated. And their big question is, will the players that left, who took 7-8-figure deals to go to LIV, will they be able to now take that money and then just come strolling back to the PGA Tour without any issues at all? Now, they're being told by tour management and tour leadership that absolutely is not going to happen, that come the 2024 season, they will need to basically come to an agreed upon re-entry point. And I don't think it's just going to be a clean and easy,
Right.
what's your membership status? It might come from their pocket. I don't know how it's going to be, but that's where the players' anger is. It's that those guys left, they got paid, and now they get to come back.
We'll have to see where it goes. Brenden Quinn with The Athletic, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.